My world ended. She took driving the kids very seriously. Very, very seriously.
That is the husband of a school bus driver who lost her life in a crash at Denver International Airport, and for the first time talking about the heartbreak of losing his wife.
So the bus was coming back from the airport with Broomfield's legacy high school football team on board. They just got back from playing in California. 3 coaches this hour are still recovering at the hospital with significant injuries.
And we have team coverage for you on this tonight. Jacqueline Allen spoke with the grieving husband of the bus driver, Russell Haythorne. He's out at the airport to show us the confusion with the roads there. But first, Mark Boyle gives us a wrap of what happened and what students are saying today at school.
Well, it's still a very difficult time for students around the school who look up to these teachers and these coaches and know them so well. Everybody across the school, as well as investigators, though, are left with one big question. Jesse Reibel was on bus number 2 when he and other teammates found out about the crash.
Bus 2 left, and once bus 1 went around, and we kept going straight, and then on a speaker it was just saying, turn around, bus number 1 crashed.
The team was returning from a football game in California when investigators say bus number 1, driven by 43-year-old Carrie Chopper, left the terminal with players on board, only to return to the terminal minutes later, where she ran into a garage support pillar.
My question for my witnesses there at the scene was why? Was something forgotten? Do we know why that occurred? And no one knows for certain.
Investigators aren't ruling out any cause. The coroner says Chopper died from blunt force injuries, but police say we may never know if a medical emergency led to the crash. While all players on the bus have been released from area hospitals, 3 coaches are still getting treatment. They include Wayne Voorhees.
He was someone I looked up to, and me and him have our disagreements every once in a while for teaching and coaching.
Matt Krupa.
He's my marketing teacher. He's a funny guy. It's really upsetting that it happened to them.
And Kyle Ryder. And on the week of homecoming, Reibel says students can only do one thing.
Play it one day at a time, and once everybody starts recovering, getting better, get ready for Prairie View.
Now the cheerleader and Palms teams are getting some students together to put together care packages for these families. And homecoming is this week. All activities and the dance are still on. As for the game, we're told from the district they'll make a decision in a few days as to whether or not they're going to go ahead and play that. They need to still evaluate a few of the players to make sure they can play. We're live in Broomfield. Mark Boyle, Denver 7.
Oh, what a tough time there. And family members of that bus driver killed obviously are in mourning. They're also hoping for answers. Denver 7's Jacqueline Allen is at the district's transportation headquarters where Ms. Chopper worked for the last 4 years. Jacqueline?
They say she loved being a bus driver here at Adams 12. She had no known medical issues, and the district says she passed her last physical in May. I just spoke to Carrie's husband, Josh, in their Thornton home. He describes a devoted wife of 22 years, a loving mother of 4 and grandmother of 1, who started driving a bus 4 years ago to supplement their family income. She was also a professional cake decorator. She loved decorating the bus for special occasions. The family first learned of yesterday's crash from text messages from her students. They still don't understand what happened, but say Carrie would never intentionally put what she called her kids in harm's way.
She took each one of those kids when they're on her bus. They were her kids. And they all knew that. All the kids knew that that was mom to them.
Tonight, friends of the family have started a GoFundMe page to help pay for this family's funeral expenses. We put that link onto our Denver 7 app and the website. In Thornton, Jacqueline Allen, Denver 7.
Thank you, Jacqueline. And there is still a mystery about what exactly happened. Why did the bus driver miss the turn and slam right into a concrete pillar? Denver 7's Russell Haythorne is at DIA tonight. Russell, even some of the most seasoned travelers are telling you driving to that airport can be confusing.
Yeah, and there are certainly plenty of signs out here at DIA. No one is arguing with that, but it could be part of the problem. Too many similar signs confusing drivers as they approach the airport.
Even for those who travel often, like Deborah Siski.
I generally find airports are confusing places to drive regardless of where you are.
I'll be kind of driving and I'm like, oh, where am I going? I always, I'm calling someone like, I don't know where you, just find me on second terminal.
Here's what we know about the horrific crash yesterday. The bus driver had already picked up the kids, but for some unknown reason was returning to the east terminal. She took this on-ramp to level 4, but instead of making the turn, barreled right into this concrete pillar. If she had kept going less than 50 yards later, she would not have had the clearance to get into level 4. It's only 9 feet 6 inches, so the roof of the bus would have hit the next floor up. An airport spokesman told us today drivers have 3 opportunities to turn around before getting to level 4, and the airport signs are, quote, abundantly clear. While that may be true,
The first time I came here, I did go the wrong way parking. I went into the economy lot when I meant to go into the parking garage.
frequent flyers say this airport can be confusing and could be more clearly marked.
I think it could be. They could have different colors. All the signs are blue and white. And so if they had different colors for different areas, that could help.
Interestingly, we've learned that 2 other school bus drivers who were on their way out after the crash to pick up the students also got lost. They got into a low clearance area and 2 traffic officers had to help them back out. That perhaps highlights the problem. Live at DIA, Russell Haythorne, Denver 7.
Russell, thanks. And one more note on this story. Legacy High is getting support from schools all over the country during this time. Chino Hills High tweeted this picture. It has students holding a sign saying they stand with them, #LegacyStrong. For up-to-the-minute information on this school bus crash, please download the Denver 7 app.